If healthy vegan meals are your goal, but it just kind of feels too complicated, this video is going to be the one that helps you out. I am going to share with you today 3 vegan meals that I actually ate this week, that I actually cooked for myself and my family, that are easy, that are healthy, that are full of vegetables, and they don't take that much effort or time. But before we get into the recipes, if you're new here, hi, I'm Sam. I run the blog Sam Cooks Kindness, and I make lots of YouTube videos sharing how easy, healthy vegan cooking and eating can actually be, keeping things simple, keeping things consistent so that you can reach whatever goals you may have set for yourself. I have lost over 70 pounds on my health journey up to this point, eating tons and tons of healthy, wholesome, but easy vegan meals, because if it's not easy, then I just can't be consistent with it, honestly, at this point. It's gotta be easy, or I don't want it. So let's get into the recipes today, if you can call them recipes. But I wrote them up for you so that if you wanted to make them, you could. But essentially, these are easy, kind of throw together style meals that just happen to be delicious and wholesome and healthy. And yeah, so let's go. First up, we have a delicious vegan burger salad, followed by a delicious vegan bean salad, which is not actually a salad because there's no like salad in it. It's just beans. So it's a different type of salad than the first salad. And then third is my favorite sneaky savory oats. Don't skip those. They are so good. Please watch to the end. I want you to try them. The first easy dinner of the week that I made was my vegan burger salad. This is a favorite that I make in the summertime when I want something simple, but I also am craving a burger, but I also don't feel like making a burger. So of course, one of the most important components of this salad is going to be your meat, essentially, your vegan meat replacement. So what I did for this particular dinner was I made a batch of my vegan ground beef. You can find this recipe linked down in the description box below. However, you could also use whatever meat replacement you like. There's a lot of frozen options if you don't feel like cooking. You could do lentils. You could do any type of bean you prefer, essentially just something that's going to be that protein source, that meat replacement. Even like crumbled tofu that's just seasoned would be really delicious. But I do really enjoy the ease of this basic ground TVP meat replacement that I'm making here. You start with onions and mushrooms, cook it down in the pan, and then you whisk up a big marinade of lots of flavors that you're going to pour over the TVP later. While that was cooking, I started up my potatoes because no burger should be without French fries, right? So I chopped up some potatoes in fry shapes and in some cube shapes for variety so people could choose what kind of potato they wanted to eat. I tossed those into my microwave steamer and cooked it up for about 6 or 7 minutes just so that it was basically almost cooked. And then back to the pot, I added in the reconstituted TVP and let that cook up for a while. Ideally, you would want this to brown. My pan is not very conducive to that, so I just cooked it up as best I could and then poured that marinade over the top. And then we're just going to simmer this until that essentially just soaks in and then most of the sauce is gone. For the base of this, you can basically use any type of salad base that you like. I kept it pretty simple with some grated carrots and grated cabbage over a whole bunch of greens. I had a little bit of iceberg left in my fridge, so I added that in there for a nice crunch. And I like onion on my burger, so I sliced up some onion and, of course, a lot of pickles because that adds in lots of flavor and makes you feel like you're really having like a burgery type of meal. Once most of that liquid is gone, then your vegan meat is finished. I tossed those potatoes with some light seasoning into my air fryer to get them all crisp. But again, these were mostly cooked at this point from my microwave. So just working to crisp that up. And then we're just going to throw everything together. So make your basic salad. This is kind of where you can get versatile, add in whatever veggies you like to eat. I really liked keeping it pretty classic with the carrots and the onion. And then those pickles are what makes it extra burgery, and of course the onions in there and tomatoes. Watching this back now, I realize there's so many opportunities to make this meal even easier than it is. You could buy pre-done vegetables like a slaw mix, pre-grated carrots. You could even buy bagged salad if you wanted to. And I don't even use a dressing for the salad. It's basically ketchup and mustard. Sometimes I put avocado. I found a little radish in my garden, so that's what I'm adding there. And then once you have your base salad done, then you top it with your meat of choice and your potatoes. On this night, I did add in some avocado into my salad, and then I used some mustard balsamic-y type of dressing that I found at Aldi to mix everything together, make sure everything was coated really well. And then I enjoy how pretty it looks for 2 seconds before I take a knife to it and chop it up because I like my salads extra mixed. I also enjoy meals like this because people can actually customize it to what they actually like and make their own, and every meal can be a little bit different. Once I have that all chopped up, I topped it with mustard, and that was my burger salad. Next easy dinner this week was this super easy bean salad. Here is everything you're gonna need. It looks like a lot, but it is actually so easy to make. You're gonna start with a bit of chopping, which is the hardest part of this recipe, honestly. If you feel like your onion is a little bit bitter, take it and put it in a bowl with a bit of cold water or ice water and let it soak while you prep everything else, and that will cut that bitterness out of there. And as you're chopping, make sure you're chopping everything nice and small. It makes the salad so much more enjoyable rather than having big chunky pieces of the veggies in there. I made a version of this salad as a thank you for some of my kids' teachers, and I got literally none of it back, so you know it's good. And while you're prepping, make sure you stop to pay any puppy taxes you may have, and back to chopping and grating. This salad is super fresh. It is amazing for meal prep. It is amazing for events. If you have a barbecue or a potluck or summer something going on, this is the salad that you're going to want to make. It's so healthy. It's so wholesome. It's full of fiber. It's full of protein from the beans in here. And the next step after we chop our veggies is to mix everything together. So we start by making our dressing. It's a very vinegar heavy dressing, a little bit of Dijon. I used lime. It's supposed to be lemon, but I was out. Then we're adding in just a touch of maple syrup to add a bit of sweetness here, a bit of pepper. There's dill in here. There's tons of fresh herbs. So it's nice and vinegary, but with a little bit of a sweetness and a lightness to it. It's just really delicious. This makes a big batch, so you need 4 cans of beans if you're using canned beans. Make sure you use a variety. I always include chickpeas. It's just the most delicious and hearty, I think, in a salad like this. But you can really use any variety you want. And then you're gonna add in all those prepped veggies, some capers for a burst of salty deliciousness in there, and those onions. Toss it up super well using whatever you need to use. And the key really is letting this sit. It is so much better if you let it sit overnight, which makes it perfect for those summer events. And even though this bean salad is really perfect for a summer event, it's also really good for meal prep. I've been making it for my lunches and just pairing it with some extra stuff all week long. And my goal for the summer is to always have a batch of this in my fridge, so I always have something that I can just grab and go if I want a healthy snack or a healthy meal when I'm on the go throughout the summer. You can find the full recipe for this easy bean salad linked down in the description box below. Last up is one you have probably seen me eat before. This is my savory oatmeal, and it is ideal for any meal of the day. I eat this for breakfast a lot. However, I've recently been eating it for dinner, obviously, because this is meals I ate this week for dinner. People are sometimes turned off when I introduce savory oats to them as a breakfast idea, but when I spin it around and say you could also eat it for dinner, people are suddenly much more interested. And honestly, for good reason, because it is full of protein. This thing comes together in less than 15 minutes, really probably more like 10 minutes. And so I absolutely love it because I can have a meal on the table super fast, and my kids actually will eat this one. It's creamy, it's indulgent, it is full of protein, it is full of fiber, full of veggies. There's really nothing not to love about this. And I love it because I'm literally just dumping everything into a pot. So after we season our oats and let them cook up, I used frozen spinach here. You could also use fresh. After it's mostly cooked, then I like to top it with the tomatoes because I like them to have a little bit of a freshness to them still. Add in the white parts of your green onion, some nutritional yeast to add in protein, and a creamy cheesiness to the oats. And then towards the end, I like to add in silken tofu. Not only does it add a whole ton of protein to this recipe, but it also gives it almost like an eggy feel. That'll naturally break up as you stir, so just heat this all the way through. Let those cherry tomatoes cook up. Let the silken tofu naturally break as you're stirring it. If it's too thick for you, you can always add in a little extra water. And I like to season this with black salt to give it a really nice eggy feel, but I only add a little bit in while I'm cooking. And then I like to sprinkle the rest on top with the greens of the green onion and some avocado to just make this the most indulgent but delicious dinner ever. You get to eat a huge portion of food that feels like it is so naughty and so delicious. I really hope that you trust me on this one and give this a try because I know you will absolutely love it. This is one of those tried and true recipes I've eaten on my entire weight loss journey up to this point, and it has never let me down. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. I hope that one of these recipes intrigued you. If they did, comment below and let me know which recipe you're gonna try this week. I would love to hear from you. And if you already eat something similar to what I shared in this video, then let me know that too. How do you make it your own? How do you make it easier? Because I definitely noticed that there was some opportunities to make these meals even more simple. As I was sitting down and watching this over again, I was like, hey, this was pretty easy in the moment, but I feel like I probably could have made it a little bit easier. So we're always living and learning, and it's always trial and error, and that's all we can do on this journey that we call life. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching this video. I am going to go see myself out. So hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.